Just a quick video here of what to look for when you go to buy a Festiva. They're great cars. Everything's cheap to replace on them. Don't worry too much about little parts or little broken things. The main safety concern, if it hasn't obviously been an accident, is where the rear axle mounts to the frame. It can get rusty. So any Festiva you look at, no matter how good it looks on the outside, crawl underneath and check for this independent rear suspension beam mount to the frame. Have a look for rust in this area, because if that separates from the car, you're gonna have a bad time. And you know, just like any car, you check the wheel wells and the rocker panels for rust, and everything else is kind of not too much of a concern depending on the price of the car, because a clean shell that's not rusty is the most expensive part of a Festiva. Everything else, tires, brakes, engine, even if it doesn't have any of this, you can get it for $200, $300. So that's about all there is to look for. You can check. Rear axle is hard to find. You grab a tire like this, shake it to check if the rear bearings are tight, or if your rear wheel is about to fall off, because some people don't tighten them properly. And that is about all that you need to look for. Oh, and check that the wipers work, because sometimes the linkage breaks randomly on some people's cars, and that's a bit harder to get at since this cowl is welded on. The other spot to check for rust would be the driver's foot area. It's a lot more work, but you can pull this trim panel off and pull the carpet up and check for rust underneath, or you can crawl underneath the car and check for rust holes all the way through.